So Season 2 has been here for a week now, and while we've gotten a lot of the new items out of the way, what the updates changed, what weapons and loadouts you should be using, secret changes, and so on, we've got a few more things that I want to cover as our sort of normal air quote launch video schedule goes. And in this one, I want to talk about the Season 2 exclusive rewards, primarily focusing on blueprints and camos for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, but with the sake of accompanying items and being thorough, we'll touch on a few non-blueprint and camo rewards as well that can be claimed for free as of this season. This season has a few cool ones, nothing too overwhelming in number, but definitely a few things you may want to capitalize on and take advantage of, some being a little more challenging, some just for free simply for redeeming stuff. But as we go along, drop your thoughts down below. Of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to stay informed with everything Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, and beyond, and make sure to check out my friends over at GamerAdvantage for the best blue light glasses on the market, but more on them a little bit later. For now, let's jump into the Season 2 exclusive rewards. First, I think I want to start out with one that's perhaps the most challenging of the Season 2 items here to obtain on this list. The Season 2 Nuke rewards in Warzone 2.0. So we of course saw the Nuke introduced with Warzone 2.0 in the launch back in November, but with Season 2 we end up seeing a refresh of the main primary reward here of the weapon blueprint you end up getting for completing the Champion's Quest contract or completing that Nuke. New with Season 2 is the Do Not Cross Victus XMR blueprint, which replaces the Brass Tacks FTAC Recon blueprint from Season 1. The overall look of this I think is pretty solid, but also think it'd be really cool to have this as a camo pattern as opposed to a blueprint. That's just me personally because I've always had that type of mentality. I'd like the cosmetics to apply to all weapons, not just one in particular, but it takes a similar look to the hazardous M13B blueprint that we saw in Season 1 and we see again as a reward in Season 2 with DMZ and a story mission reward, but we'll touch on those a little bit later in a different video. But alongside getting this Do Not Cross Victus XMR blueprint, if you complete the Nuke, you still get the existing additional rewards on top of that. The only thing that changed out from Season 1 to Season 2 is the blueprint on offer. So if you complete the Nuke for the first time, you still end up getting the Quest Nuke calling card, the Quest Nuke emblem, the boombox charm, the radioactive sticker, as well as the Nuke operator skin you end up getting. Now, according to the patch notes of Season 2, the challenge was increased a bit, so if you or your squad want to have a go at it, feel free to. It's going to be a grind. You still need to get those 5 wins in a row for the contract to spawn. Then for however many players you have in your squad, that's how many attempts you have, i.e. if you play in quads. You have 4 games after that where the contract will spawn, 3 if in trios, 2 if in duos, 1 if in solos, and then that's where you're at. Of course, challenges in-game still persist. The entire lobby is hunting you down, but also other factors like the lag switching bug or exploit can still be done. So I've seen my friends get to 3 or 4 out of 5 games to be complete and absolutely get screwed over. So for me, I won't be attempting it until those are fixed out, but to each their own. For those that did not complete this in Season 1, that Brass Tacks blueprint is now forever lost to time. So if you have it, you have one of the rarest items in Warzone 2.0 and likely will from now until the end of its support. Perhaps with the Do Not Cross joining the ranks of those rarest blueprints as of Season 3, and if we get another refresh on it. But beyond that, we saw that DMZ also introduced 2 new blueprints here with this on the Ashika Island weapon case rewards. Firstly, case 1 of 7 in that set will give you the backup plan P890. Once you go through all 7 of 7, you end up getting the Fight Night TAC 56. Now, it seems like they're kind of merging the 2 here that we had existing inability to obtain them, because with Al Mazrah, it granted you a weapon blueprint, that toxic RPK blueprint, by simply completing the very first weapon case you ended up extracting with. But in Building 21, you didn't get the Silver Tox Chimera until you completed all 6 of 6 cases. So you had to do that challenge 6 times. And I kind of like this, that they're merging it together where you can choose kind of where you want to go in and leave off, but still get rewarded in some capacity. The pickup for the case is much harder than Al Mazrah, maybe harder than Building 21 on Ashika Island, because you have to disable cameras and security for the castle, take down the bomb maker, then extract with the case, and have a target on your head for everyone else in the island once they know you picked that up. But once you do it and you get it over with, you can either stop there and get a blueprint or grind it out and get both rewards. Admittedly, while the backup plan looks incredibly bland, the Fight Night TAC 56 looks a bit better in my opinion, but again, still kind of bland by comparison, though it does have a clean aesthetic to it where you can tell it's a blueprint and a reward, whereas the backup plan kind of looks like just a base build. But the TAC 56 has enough aesthetic change that if you equip like a mastery camo on it, you'll be able to see textural differences, which can make it look good. Also, we should mention that the TAC 56 build really isn't that bad of a build by comparison. Usually these blueprint rewards are blueprints that you have to change everything on, and it alters the cosmetic look of it. This doesn't happen so much. You might want to change out the laser, but those really aren't too big of deals. Now, truthfully, if this follows the same pattern as Building 21 and Al Mazrah, these will extend past Season 2, so we're including them because they're the main quest line for Season 2 and Ashika Island, but they may not end up being exclusive only to Season 2, kind of bending my own rules and parameters here since I don't want to discuss the mission rewards for DMZ just yet. That's coming in a later video. But like, my video, my rules, okay guys? Jeez. But in all seriousness though, there's a lot of rewards to discuss for DMZ, so in the interest of time, we'll move on to the next one. Beyond that, as of today, we actually saw the new PlayStation exclusive bundle for the Combat Pack number 2. PlayStation and Sony's relationship with Activision has been intact since Black Ops 3, providing some semblance of exclusivity for the platform since 2015, though admittedly it's gotten substantially less intrusive in the gameplay experience over the years. Previously at the beginning, providing content first for PlayStation for a whole month, walking that down in Black Ops 4 to just a week on the seasonal event stuff, then down to sub-modes of the third game modes in Modern Warfare 2019 and Cold War, which, yes, that whole year of exclusivity was absurd, but truly the modes themselves weren't really anything too spectacular. But we also recently saw that we only have it down to now, like create a class slots, 24 hours of extra double XP events, and much smaller things like that. So progress perhaps, but we still see exclusivity continue on in some capacity, though the combat packs still persist with the introductions that we saw all the way back to 2019, including items exclusive only to PlayStation users. Now, interestingly, these have never transferred to PC and Xbox, even if you've redeemed them on your account, but it would seem that this year is also a step further with non-PlayStation users not even being able to see these items in-game. If you were to see somebody that had an Oni skin and playing on PlayStation and you're on PC, it would show up as just a Cortac default operator skin here, and all the weapon blueprints they may have equipped from those bundles and exclusive items, they'd show up as base builds of whatever weapon it is. So odd that they're genuinely PlayStation exclusive this year, but with Season 2, we just got released Combat Pack 2, a free offering for PlayStation users with PlayStation Plus, in which you'll be able to gain access to the blueprints of the Oni Carver Fennec blueprint, the Oni Slasher blueprint, the Oni Pyroclast operator skin, which for those that haven't redeemed the Season 1 operator pack or didn't get the pre-order launch skin for Oni, you'd unlock Oni as a base here for that just by simply redeeming this, but you'll also end up unlocking things like a weapon charm, the Crimson Oni calling card, the Grinning Oni emblem, and the Golden Dragonfly weapon sticker. Now the cost of this is absolutely free, but with kind of an asterisk on that because of course you need PlayStation Plus, which is a fee in and of itself, but for those that have it already, this is available for download for no additional cost and you can redeem it right now. Now beyond that, let's talk about some ranked player rewards, stuff that isn't exclusive to one platform. We end up seeing the main ones that I want to touch on are at 10 wins, the Vaznev 9K Pro Issue Weapon Blueprint, and at 100 wins, the Season 2 Ranked Veteran Weapon Camo. Now that 10 wins is pretty manageable, but 100 wins, that is a commitment for sure, especially because that's something that is only within Season 2, so you have less than 2 months to complete that to get 100 wins in ranked play. That is a grind for sure. You have to be committed to trying to rank up and get some of the highest levels that you can possibly reach personally, so it is something that will take some time. I would imagine some players do have it or are close to it that are in the top 250, but it is something that if you want that, it's going to take a little bit. Additionally, along the way, though, you do earn some other items. At 5 wins, you end up earning the Season 2 Competitor sticker. 25 wins, you earn the MVP weapon charm. 50 wins, you end up getting the Factor weapon decal. And 75 wins, you get a Ranked Play Season 2 loading screen with operator uniform sets for wherever you finish up in your ranking at the end of the season. So that's something that really comes down to where you personally place. That's not a guarantee, but it's a guarantee you can end up getting some of those rewards additionally. It just changes on where you end up landing. Now, beyond that, ranked play, absolutely something cool, a grind in and of itself though, so if you guys are set on any of that, get to grinding. But outside of that, something that is not launched just yet, but is likely going to be coming here in the next couple of weeks, is another Prime Gaming bundle. My guess, likely in mid-season. Looking at the last one and when that launched, it was around mid-season of Season 1, so in about 2 or 3 weeks here leading up to Season 2 Reloaded. But for frame of reference, while we don't have this specifically laid out just yet, we end up seeing the 20 Paces FTAC Recon, the Cold Steel P890 of a similar design blueprint, as well as a sticker and a weapon charm that came along with that. So something smaller, but again, something on offer for just simple redemption. Now, these are considered free as well, but again, with the PlayStation Combat Pack, it's kind of an asterisk item. To be free for redemption, you need to have a handful of things. Naturally, a Call of Duty account, which if you're playing Warzone or Modern Warfare 2, you do. But you also have to have a Twitch account as well as an Amazon Prime account, now the parent company of Twitch. So Prime is going for, what, like $140 a year at this point? So if you like to use Prime to order a bunch of stuff on Amazon, stream shows, whatever you use it for, this is a cool little bonus, but I certainly wouldn't wait around for these bundles to come around just to end up having it. We also will see further Twitch items later on as the season goes on, with the CDL still being on Twitch for the time being, despite those rumors that a YouTube deal lie on the horizon. We'll see further Season 2 exclusive rewards with the major upcoming, but a lot of them are kind of meh. They don't really have any blueprint or weapon camo to earn. It's just all calling cards, emblems, stickers, and stuff like that. So stuff that might not be as important to you, but we'll see later on down the line. But that said, that's the Season 2 exclusive rewards here that we have have on deck and what you can end up earning or redeeming for free depending on what you're looking for. Now, before we wrap everything up, a quick reminder, check out my friends over at GamerAdvantage for the best blue light glasses on the market. I've talked about them plenty. In fact, that was probably most of this month's earlier video integrations, but while that 24% off deal is no longer going on, it's still a great time to invest in your vision health. I've said it and live by it that these guys are probably the single most beneficial partner that I've had over the years. Looking at my monitor for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus hours a day really starts to wear on you over the years. And since using GamerAdvantage now 2 years back, I truly have noticed a difference. I certainly could not explain the science nearly as well as they can. That and all their clinical studies are linked down below, but if you guys would like to learn more or even pick up a pair for yourself, I consider them the most comfortable, lightweight, and durable frames on the market. Truly, I think they are absolutely worth the value here. If you're at all interested, head on over to the link in the description below, and if you'd like to pick something up, use code Espresso for 10% off your entire order. But for now, that's what we're gonna call it, so let me know your thoughts down below. Any of these exclusive rewards stand out to you? Anything that you really want to go for? Whatever the case, feel free to let me know. But if you enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, and anything COD related. But for now, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.